That was a scene, you guys. That was a scene, but hello and welcome back to yet another incredible video. The light in here is crazy. And we just now figured out how to change the orientation. Yay. Needless to say, we had ourselves a time, but we figured it out, you guys. So I am going to go ahead and probably start jumping into this DIY because I think I only have roughly 45 minutes to get it done because I actually am going live on my other channel in a moment at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And for those of you guys who want to watch me try some random chips on my food channel, you don't actually have to leave this live. Once this live is finished, it will redirect you to my food channel and you guys will be able to watch that as well. Thank you in advance for everybody throwing their thumbs up on the video, and thank you in advance for everybody who is subscribing. I'm gonna go ahead and we are gonna see what we can do, you guys. I'm gonna get you guys up on the tripod and we are going to start this wonderful serving tray DIY. Let's get at it. It's gonna be a little janky, but let's be real here. The jankiness is a real thing. You know what's funny? I can't see any comments of any sort, and I'm scared to do anything with this because every time I do something, I get redirected elsewhere. So perhaps A-Train.
Anna Boo says, cute, cute.
Okay, can you guys hear me? Oh Lord, we're taking screenshots. Is everybody able to hear me hopefully well? A-Train is going to kind of be my eyes and ears on this one, you guys, because unfortunately I cannot see the comments. So that is the game that we are out here playing, but thank you to everybody who's here. So what I'm starting off with is this tray that I picked up from the wood pile at the Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to go ahead and get this off. And just in case you guys don't know this, every other week, I'm not about to hold y'all. If this doesn't come off, we're just going to have to let it ride. I'm not about to play with this. I'm not. So every other week at the Hobby Lobby, the wood pile stuff goes on sale for 40% off. Okay. So if you are looking for beautiful wood pieces like this, as long as it's over $4.99, it will be 40% off. Now let me go ahead and start. We're going to start by getting this stained. I am going to get myself some gloves if I can find them. A-Train, love of my life. Baby pants. I did not grab myself any gloves. I thought I saw some on the table in here. Can you grab them for me real quick? Thank you. Here, take one out. Thank you, Anna Boo. So, how is everybody's Monday going? Clearly, you guys can see that mine is going a little bit janky, but that's okay. Going in with the Waverly Antique Wax. Thank you to the person who just threw their thumbs up. And we're going to water it down a little bit, so I'm just using this clear bowl to get myself a little in there. It's just right on the table, babes. They were just right on the table. Babe? That's the ones I was looking for. Thank you. Oh, weird. So we're just going to start by watering down some Waverly Antique Wax, and then we're going to go ahead and get this tray stained. And we're going to speed up the drying process with a cool tool that my crafting bestie, Joy from Joyful Designs, picked me up. A little bit. Who's in the house? JB. JB's in the house. JB's in the house. JB's in the house. JB's in the house. So JB, I am just watering down some Waverly Antique Wax right now. And we are going to go ahead and start staining this tray. Is what we're going to do. Now, you guys are basically POV for me, so I am trying to stain this tray around you. So if it seems awkward, it's awkward for me too. And we are having ourselves a time, you guys, because we had an issue trying to get that last live up and loaded. So again, I'm just giving this a nice quick stain job. We're going to probably have some issues getting down here in the corner, but that's why I've got this little guy. So we're going to come in with that. Help us get the corner piece stained. Now, one of the nice things about the wood from Hobby Lobby is, unlike the stuff from Dollar Tree where you can tell that they, you know, they tend to glue their stuff really haphazardly, and the Waverly Antique Wax will not, What is up? Donzel's in the house. But the Waverly Antique Wax will not stain hot glue. So that's just a little tip. But I like this because, as you guys can see, the seam is perfectly, I'm able to stain it. So that's a cool thing. What else were you saying, Sweets? Okay. Sorry, Donzel, I wasn't able to sing you a lengthy song. I will do that on my other channel. Just again, so you guys know, I am going live at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on my food channel, trying some international foods. And those of you guys who are here that want to see that, you should not have to leave this live. It should just redirect you right when we finish up over to that channel. So don't worry, if you want to check that out, you won't have to do a dang thing. You should just be able to take the trip with us on over to my new channel. So I am, again, just staining up this tray. It's already coming out really beautifully, I think. It's really hard to beat the magic of Waverly Antique Wax. Thanks to all of you guys who subscribed. You're greatly appreciated. Hopefully you guys are able to kind of see everything, and hopefully I'm not jostling the camera too much. Kind of having to speed along here because we had ourselves a little technical difficulty on the front end, and I want to make sure we are able to finish this DIY. Now, because I couldn't get the sticker off the bottom, I'm not going to play around. I'm just going to stain the sides and the inside of our tray right now, and I'll come back later and get that sticker off and stain the bottom. But right now, for the purposes of the video, we are just going to get ourselves stained inside and out. And I frankly just love the way that stain, or love the way this wood took that stain. So, what do you say?
Anna says you got it all to work out.
Trying. But it was a scene and a situation, y'all. It was a scene and a situation. But we are moving and we are grooving along here. So.
Joe says hi. So you finally made it on. I went to the other live.
Hey, Ola Joe. Yes. Technical difficulties. Trying a lot of experimentation, you guys. I didn't do a lot of lives prior to last month, or actually prior to this month. So you guys are bearing with me as we make our way through. So right now we've got our little tray stained with Waverly Antique Wax. And this tray, again, came from the Hobby Lobby. Gonna clean my stain up really quick. Now, in case you guys don't know, for those of you guys who DIY or watch me DIY, you might already know this, but I always put down contact paper when I stain or paint or do any sort of work, because you can easily wipe up from the contact paper. And then when it gets too sullied, you just switch it out for something else. So that is a little tip. Now I'm gonna whip out my tool that my girl Joy, my crafting bestie from Joyful Designs, gave me. And what it is it's a heating tool, and it's gonna help us speed up the drying process. She a little loud, but she definitely works. So we're gonna go ahead and use her. I specifically just need the center dried because we're gonna Mod Podge down something kind of cool, and I wanna make sure I'm doing so on a slightly dried surface. So we're just kind of giving her a quick little dry here. Boom, 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 and you can kind of see as it dries, the wood stain kind of is doing a little something, something here. So there we go, there we go. I'm also gonna get this part because we're gonna put handles on, and I definitely need this part dried for my handle to go on. So we're just doing this really quick. How is you guys' Monday going? I cannot see the comments, but A-Train is going to be telling me what they are as I sit here and dry this up. But if you are a DIYer or crafter, or you work on projects where you need stuff to dry quick, I highly recommend this. I think Joy got this for me off of Amazon, and it has been a freaking lifesaver / time saver. So I think we're pretty good, and I think we're pretty good here. Just a little bit more, and I think we'll be good to go. All right, we're gonna call that good. Anything going on in the kids' Nommets, baby pants? Alrighty. So basically here is our wooden tray. All right, so now we're gonna do the next part. I wanna make sure my glue gun is on. Big Mike needs to be on for this experience. So I am going to go in with some Mod Podge, one of the crafter's best friends, and that is because we are going to do ourselves a little decoupage on here. Usually I would be wearing gloves, but I straight up don't know where my gloves are. So we're gonna have to deal, you guys. We're gonna have to deal. So I'm gonna get myself a paintbrush though, because I know some people like to put this on with a sponge. I do not. And we're gonna see what we can do. So the area that I'm going to be Mod Podging or decoupaging is here in the center. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this down. And then we're gonna get our pieces down, and then we're gonna Mod Podge the entire interior of the tray so that we have continuity in the design when we finish. So that is what we're doing, just getting this dang Mod Podge down. And I love how people tell me it doesn't have a smell, when if you've ever used Mod Podge, it'll knock you out. It'll knock you out. But people are like, oh, it doesn't smell like anything. Even if you Google it, it says it doesn't smell like anything, but it'll knock you out. But anywho, we've got that going. Now, part of what I'm going to be putting down are these beautiful kind of bookmarks that I got from Temu. You guys might remember this from one of my pre-Christmas Temu hauls. And I wanted to use them, and I thought what I'm about to do would be a great way to try using them in a different kind of application than you might expect. So I am going to start to lay these down. And one thing I like about Mod Podge is it's got a lot of forgiveness. So as I kind of move things around, I'm going to be able to kind of size this up, make sure it's the alignment's good and all of that before it sets. So I really like that. So right now I just kind of chose these images. I had quite a few of these bookmarks, but I chose these based on just thinking that they went together and that they kind of had the aesthetic I was looking for. So again, I'm just kind of getting her lined up. I'm sure I will toy with her quite a bit to make sure that she's centered the way that I need her to be. So we're gonna kind of scooch her, keep scooching until we have good alignment in between all of these. Let me see, are we good? I feel kind of good about that. She looks kind of good. We're going with it maybe. Looks good to me. Let me double check. What do you guys think? Are we pretty solid in the center there? Look pretty solid in the center, A-Train? Alrighty, okay. So now that I've got those centered in, I'm gonna go across the top with some Mod Podge so that we can solidify those pieces to the tray. And I'm going a little heavy-handed, so we're gonna see how these bookmarks handle that, because I have not done a lot of work with these bookmarks, but we are gonna go heavy-handed on it. Everybody knows that me and my decoupage situation is you know, touch and go, but we gonna do this dang thing. We're gonna make sure we get everything to lay down. And when I'm doing this stage of my Mod Podge, I don't really worry so much about the single, you know, going in one single direction, because I usually come through, as you guys will see, once I get my Mod Podge down, and then I kind of do the thing where I leave a stroke. But I don't worry about that now. Right now, I'm just like, help me out. Let's make sure that we got enough Mod Podge on here to hold this and fuse these bookmarks to the tray. So that is what I am focused on right now, not so much making sure that all of the streaks and the strokes are going in the right direction, if that makes sense. Making sure we got enough Mod Podge, making sure it's gonna adhere and lay down the way we need it to. How's everybody doing? How's everything going in the Kisnomet's baby pants?
Comments are dry.
Comments. Erin said the comments are dry. I love it. I don't know how many comments I could answer right now. I'm trying to do this anyway, so I'm okay with the dry comments, if you want me to be honest.
The watch count is steady, and everybody's just hypnotized by your wonderful crafting.
Oh, my wonderful crafting even. I love it. So right now I am coming across the top, you guys, and just, this is when I'm kind of leaving my strokes, deciding how kind of I might want it to look at the end. Because when you let Mod Podge set, as you guys will see, because we're going to fast dry it, it is going to leave a streak that you're going to be able to see. So this is the time to decide if you want there to be like a specific kind of stroke or a specific kind of pattern. This is it. This is that moment to decide. Now I kind of want mine to kind of curvature is that, I mean, curvature is a word, but the way I'm using it, whew, it's anybody's game. But I kind of want mine to have a curve as it comes around the tray because the tray is curved. So that's kind of why you see me doing what I'm doing. Now, because I got it up the sides here, everybody knows what that means. It means that I'm going to have to actually Mod Podge the inside too, just so that my stroke isn't weird. It wasn't what I had in my plan, but we're going to do it now because we are engaged already in this process. So I'm going to go ahead and get my Mod Podge around the side of my tray. Any idea what time it is, Baby Pants?
5:28.
5:28. All right.
Mark says good day. Denia's stroke talk says, well, I'm here again.
Hey, Denia, how are you? How are you? How are you? I'm so glad that you caught me in the middle of a DIY. I appreciate you so much. And yeah, we are just taking this tray that I got from the wood section of the Hobby Lobby, and we're trying to turn it into a serving tray. We gave it a coat of my absolute favorite, I know JB knows this, which is my Waverly Antique Wax. And right now I have taken those bookmarks that I got from Temu way back in a haul pre-Christmas, and we Mod Podge those down. And I'm now just going around the outside of my tray with the Mod Podge because we had a little boo-boo. So I want to make sure that there's continuity, so we're going up and through here. Sorry if you guys are being shaken. I'm literally doing POV around you. So I'm standing behind you and you guys are directly in between me. So you are between me and this tray here. So you're probably going to get a little shaken. Now that I did all that.
Fine, and that DIY is looking good.
Thank you.
Guess how I'm doing? I'm well.
So I am just coming around again because I kind of messed it up a little bit, making sure that our stroke is nice and good. Again, I want kind of a curvature to my stroke as we come around, just because that's the shape of the tray. So just cleaning that up a little bit for my own self. And there you guys have it. So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quick wipe the Mod Podge that got on my fingers off because ew. And usually I'd be wearing gloves, but again, we are on that fast ride right now. And speaking of fast ride, I am going to bust out my favorite tool that, again, my crafting bestie, Joy from Joyful Designs gave me, and we are going to try to quick dry this Mod Podge. So let's see how it works. I apologize for the noise, but this is what it sounds like in my crafting room usually. I feel like that one spot's going to be a little bit thicker than I'm going to want it to be. We're really crafting here today, guys. We are really crafting, so we're going to have to deal with what we deal with. Now, I should definitely not be doing this, but your girl's crazy, so we do what we do. What'd you say, babes? What? Denia, thank you so much. I appreciate that super chat. You are greatly appreciated. I can't believe that. I think that's only like the third super chat I've ever gotten in my life. So I appreciate you for that. And I appreciate you being here. So as you guys can see, it is starting to dry, and you can tell because the Mod Podge is starting to not look quite so white. And believe you me, because I did this quick, there are going to be moments of thickness on this tray, and we are just going to act like it's supposed to be that way, you guys. If I was taking my time, like I usually do when I record these, I would, as you guys know, spend a lot of time making sure that everything was perfect, because I really am kind of a type A weirdo that way. But because we are having to do this on the fly, we are just going to make it frickin' work. We're going to make it do what it do, as they say. So we're just drying it and drying it. Not the most fun thing to watch, but it is an absolute necessity as we get ready to do the next part of this DIY. But you guys can already tell the difference between this side, which I've been focusing on with the drying tool, and that side, which hasn't been touched at all. So it definitely saves time, you guys, this drying tool, because what I'm doing right now would have taken me days to sit and wait for. So we're trying to get a day worth of drying in a matter of minutes. So that is what we're doing. I don't like that my bookmark is raising up a little bit here. So when I finish with this video, I'll probably go through with another coat of Mod Podge just to make sure all of my bookmarks are nice and down. But again, for the purposes of this video, we are going to make it move. And I actually think this is coming out really, really beautifully. I love using these bookmarks like this. Comment if you guys have ever thought about using a bookmark like this, because this is the first time this came to me. And I think these bookmarks are absolutely gorgeous. And I did, like I said, get these from Temu. So we are just drying and flying here, you guys. Just drying and flying and listening to the loud sound of this machine. Oh, I love how this is coming out, you guys. I literally love it. Ooh, there is no way I can hear you. What'd you say, babes?
I said, Denai, I said, I love watching you craft. She'll copy a couple when she finishes her second channel.
Oh, that's right. You are starting another channel. Woo, 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 woo. I'm excited, and I'm excited for you. It's a lot of work, but because you guys know I just recently started my second channel. But it's nice when you can break things apart and have a place for them. And I know that Denaya's got a lot of cooking videos that she does. She does reviews, but she also does DIYs, you guys. And so her having another channel makes total sense. And I can't wait to see you do some of the DIYs that you've been talking about. But I've been loving watching you cook, Denaya. It's been really, really awesome. Like I said, you guys, she made this, I think it was a chicken casserole recipe last week. That was really cool looking. It actually looked really delicious, and it looked easy. And we can all use an easy, delicious meal every now and again. So as you guys can tell, we are definitely drying up here. Again, sorry for the noise, but this is just how it goes. Our Mod Podge is definitely getting dry. Again, I've got a little bit of lift on my bookmarks, so I would definitely want to come back through with another layer of Mod Podge, which I will do off camera when we're done here. But I'm not gonna make you guys sit through that and then another drying experience. So we are just gonna get this dry. And then we're gonna get our handles on. And we're gonna go from there. So that's all we're doing right now, you guys, is just drying this wonderful Mod Podge that we used to get these Temu bookmarks out. I'm going to rotate my tray a little bit so I can kind of get all around. Love it. It even kind of looks cool like this, doesn't it? Like having them like that, like horizontally. Yeah, I'm really loving this. I'm really loving this. Thank you, Annaboo. Oh, so it kind of pops up comments sometimes. All right. Well, thank you to everybody who decided to join. I'm guessing it's mostly people who are subscribed, but if you are not subscribed and you enjoy DIYs, pop-up lives, good times, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you're just coming in, whether you're subscribed or not, double tap that screen and give your girl a thumbs up. That always helps me along. And right now we're just drying this Mod Podge. That's all we're doing. We Mod Podge down these beautiful bookmarks, and we are just giving it a dry. Hey, Kira, how are you? Kira. Annaboo said she was in the shower watching DIYs. Well, come on now. So again, welcome to all the new people. I know it's loud, but that is because I'm using this fabulous tool that Joy gave me to dry up our Mod Podge on our beautiful tray, so that we can move on to the next step. So we're just basically trying to make sure that there's no sticky white stuff left over. Right now, we just want it to be as dry as we can get it under the circumstances. It's going to probably, again, need some extra time to dry. Normally, this type of DIY that I'm doing, I would have let it sit for like a day, maybe a day and a half. So I'm definitely trying to speed that process up here with this tool. But I'm still going to want to give it some more dry time after we finish up here. But we're doing pretty well. I'm going to rotate it again. So this is how we originally kind of laid them down. Well, upside down, but we did them vertically like this. But I also liked how it looked horizontally. And we're just basically drying that sort of stuff. And I love, love, love this wood stain. And Kira, you would have laughed because, of course, I used my favorite Waverly Antique Wax. Waverly, come get your girl. Come get your girl, Waverly. I think Waverly Antique Wax should sponsor me because let's be real here. I might be keeping them in business. Because everybody knows I will use up some Waverly Antique Wax. Speaking of which, I need to go buy some more this week. So again, we are just drying this up as best we can and getting it where we want it to go. Now, so that I don't have to have you guys sit here for the rest of y'all's lives, I am going to call this good for right now and move on to my next part. But just keep in mind that it is a little bit wet still. You guys can still kind of see some of the wetness around the edges, but you can get the idea of what we were doing. And hopefully you guys can also start to see kind of the striations or whatever you would want to call it, the stroke from how I did my Mod Podge. And so it is slightly important how you lay your Mod Podge down if you want it to have, you know, a particular texture. But otherwise, I love the way that this is coming out so far. And this is what the tray is looking like. So let's hit to the next part, you guys. Let me put my little heat tool down. All right. And let me get Big Mike up here. Big Mike, you're on set, baby. So Big Mike is my glue gun. All right. And he's going to help us along with some of the Fix-All adhesive from the Dollar Tree. And Dad, if you're watching, this is the stuff I was telling you about. There's an up-close version of it. It's $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. And I prefer this over E6000 because E6000 will drop you. If you are not in a room that is highly ventilated, E6000 will take you out. So unless you're trying to go on a trip, some sort of joyride, some sort of sniffing fun type scenario, I strongly suggest this Fix-All adhesive because it barely has a scent, but it does just as well for me. So these are a set. These came from a set of like, I don't even know, 12 handles that I bought for some drawer systems that I did. Oh, Lord. And there's the hardware. I don't need the hardware, though, but this is what it's looking like. And I love kind of the modern flair of this. And I really like mixing, if you guys haven't already figured this out from me, I like mixing things that are kind of like classic, right? Like something like this with something modern, because I feel like that's very, very boho. And if you guys haven't picked that up, that is very much so my style. So we are going to use 2 of these bad boys. And we're going to try to do a fast hold and a quick, or a fast hold and a long hold. So we're going to use the combination of the Fix-All glue and the hot glue to get her done. Ooh, she wanted to open for me today. I thought she was going to disrespect me on TV. On live TV, no less. But she's pretty cool. Now, again, you guys are directly in between me. I'm POVing, so you guys are between me and my project. So if you see me doing some crazy, imagine what it would be like to try to do any of the work you're doing with somebody standing directly in between you and your work. But I'm going to go in with some of this Fix-All. I'm going to kind of give it a dot right in the center. Now, sometimes Fix-All does not like to work in conjunction. Oh, hell no! Sorry, I got it on my nail. Oh, Lord, y'all. We're gonna have to take a minute. Because I'm not about to get Fix-All. Y'all not about to have that happen to me. Oh, Lord. Oh. Okay. Y'all was, we're not about to have my fingers stuck together. I don't know if any of my friends remember this. If my dad's watching, he'll remember. But one project, I literally glued my fingers together. I glued them together. And I was not going to let that happen to me today, okay? Not live, all right? Obviously, as a crafter, Big Mike has burned me so many times. You know, Big Mike is like some people's old boyfriends. I've been burned so many times by Big Mike. He's just, I don't think he means it, but he is definitely somebody who's liable to burn me. So anyway, we're going to see how this goes, you guys, because I have a lot of Fix-All on here. And I don't want my hot glue to go everywhere. And I probably should have taken out my smaller glue gun. But we're going to see what we can do. You know, that's what crafting is all about. Whoa! You guys almost lost y'all. Oh! We're going to try to get in here and get this done. That's what we're going to try to do now, y'all. We got a lot on the line, y'all. We got a lot on the line. Now, I'm not sure if these were a good fit for this, you guys. But we got to make it do what it do. Now, here's the thing. For something like this, if I was up in my regular craft room, I've got like leather ribbon or like thin leather roping. And I would probably take that leather roping and put it around the bottoms of this to kind of give it a little extra element and also give it a little something else to grip onto. That's just me. And also to cover up potentially any glue spillage. That's just me. Now I would never try to mess with this glue right now. I wait till it dries and then I come around it with an X-Acto knife. That's just a little hack. But I love the way it's looking on this tray right now. Whew, let's hope we can get the other one on with a less eventful situation, you guys. Ooh, Lord. What are we doing with this? Nobody knows. Anything going on in the comments? Or everybody just quiet, waiting for me to burn myself? Lord Jesus. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So we got a little Fix-All. Whew. And again, you guys are right in between me and Big Mike. But we're going to do what we can do. And then we're going to go with a little bit of hot glue. A little bit of hot glue. Whoa! Y'all almost disrespected yourself. Y'all almost failed. That ain't right for y'all. Come on now. I'm going to try to eye this up. And we're going to hope for the best. Okay, did I get some more hot glue on myself? Or not hot glue, but Fix-All? Because we ain't doing that. I know, right? It's crazy to do this live. Crazy. All right. Okay. Here we go. Yo, what's the scenario? Okay, you guys. We got our handles on. Now I can't tell you if they even or not. Because again, if I was crafting and I was recording this, if they weren't even, I would take them up and reapply them. But this is our first time doing a DIY of this nature, but I like it. I'm digging it. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this here live DIY foolishness that we are getting involved in. And let me know if you guys are excited about the fact that I did not burn myself. And I'm definitely excited about it. So let's see here. All right, I'm going to get rid of this hardware because we don't need that. I got glue webs all over because I need to switch my glue sticks from SureBonder to AdTech. Because SureBonder's out here disrespecting people. But yeah, I love the way this came out, you guys. What are you guys feeling? Anything going on? I did put the comments on slow-mo, so people might be trying to comment, but finding it difficult. And is everybody fascinated?
This is a good watching one.
I highly doubt if anybody's fascinated by this. I was logging onto the food channel and saw you live here. Yes, I am going live there, Kira. And whoa, you guys are about to get knocked over again. What time is it? Because what should happen...
5:46.
5:46. Okay, so here's the deal, you guys. If we all stay here, I have set this video to redirect to that other video. So when we all finish up here, we should just redirect right on over to the food channel. So you should not have to leave here or anything of that nature. Oh my Lord. You should just be able to redirect right there from here. That is the plan. That is the goal. So we are trying stuff. You guys know we are experimenting these days. So that is part of our experimentation. But as we are waiting for that, tell me, is that not the coolest thing that we have ever seen? And it was so quick and easy, you guys. We did this in real time. So this was made in what, less than 30 minutes. And that's how easy some of these DIYs can be. And just look at that. And if you used the food safe, I don't know how food safe you'd want to make this, but based on how it's made right now, you could certainly still serve drinks on this. You know, you could use this as just a quick tray that was just for display purposes or anything like that. It's beautiful. I love the use of these bookmarks. Who uses bookmarks like that? And it's a really beautiful tray. I will definitely have this up. You could almost even use it as like a leaner, to be honest, like just almost as a piece of art. I just think it has a lot of potential, you guys. But you guys tell me what you think and how you feel about it. But I really, really love the way that this is set up. I really, really do. That's beautiful. So I will say this, you guys. I have 2 things I have to do before I go live on my other channel, because this is the magic of going live back to back. So I'm not sure how this works. So I am going to leave the camera up, but I do have to make a quick run, because otherwise when it comes time to go live on the other channel, your girl will not actually be ready. But if you were just doing something at home, Anna Boo's out here taking showers, Kira's probably just sitting somewhere looking pretty, JB's probably drinking a couple of beers, if Ola Joe's still on here, she's probably crocheting something, Donzel's out here playing cards. I don't know. Y'all got stuff y'all doing, and that's fine. And it'll be totally okay. We'll just go from this video to the next video, or certainly you can log off now and then log back on to BOK Media Food Freaks. Erin will drop the link at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is in just like, what, less than 15 minutes. And come hang out with us while we try out some delicious chips. Thank you, A-Train, love of my life, for putting that there. You are greatly appreciated. But did everybody tell me how they felt about this? Dania. I forgot Dania was on here. Dania's probably cooking and doing stuff, watching me. But did anybody comment about how they felt about this tray? Because I personally think it's beautiful. But I need to hear what you guys think about it before I go get myself situated and set up for... Actually, you guys, I might take you with me, because technically I'm going to need this camera and this tripod. So we're all going to have to go together, ain't we? But I'm going to unplug my glue gun, because that is a given and a dang guarantee. Don't leave your glue gun plugged in. I've done it many a time, and it sucks. Especially because it usually like melts into something else, and that's stupid. So we're going to unplug that. A-Train's going to have to unplug my light at some point. Do we have any comments coming in, Baby Pants?
Naya says, I love it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I appreciate you. You're so quiet. But I don't know if you've been quiet or not, because honestly, I can't see. I can see some of the comments, but I don't know if I'm getting all of the comments. But we're learning. We're learning. Okay, so here we go. So A-Train. I'm going to definitely need you for this process. And what we're going to have to do is I'm going to need help getting my light on. And then I'm going to need you to grab my tripod for me, if you could. I'm going to try to take the people. We're going to try to take the people with us. This is my office. Well lit as best we can. But I'm going to try to take you guys with me. You're going to be up into my face right now. Up into it. Thank you, Baby Pants. You're greatly appreciated. I thought that was a really cool tray. We're going on a sea tour, you guys. You're going on a sea tour. I like everything you do. Dania. I love that, Dania, because I want to be just like you. So there you go. We are all, I think he's going to have to come back. We're on the porch now, and we're going to set the shot with you guys for the next situation. I think that's going to have to turn around the other way. What did Anna say? I can't say. No, I think it's the other way. And then you would just flip this, maybe. Sorry that you guys are all up into my business. But you are. And that's how it goes. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, Lord. Ooh. I think we're going to have to bring it down a little bit. You guys are getting some serious behind the scenes action here, are you not? Let's see. So if I sit down like this. I'm loving the shot. I would have to make it come down a little bit further, but I don't want y'all to know what you got yet. No. I don't want them to know what we're trying yet until we get to the next scenario. But we do have our shot nice and set. Your girl needs to do one quick thing, and then we are going to head over. We love to be loved. Thank you. One quick thing. I need to wash my hands because crafting is a dirty business. And I'm about to start eating things. I also need to get myself a beer, an adult libation, so that I can be ready and good to go for our food live. Can you tell me what time it is, Baby Pants?
52.
52. Okay, you guys. So you guys stay on this live. Woo, 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 woo. Or you can head on over. Erin dropped the link in the comments. You guys can head on over and you can wait in the waiting room for that new one. And I think if I close this down, it should send you guys there. But in case it doesn't, just head on over to BOK Media Life or BOK Media Food Freaks and we will be there. Okay, so I will see you guys there in just a small amount of time. Thank you to everybody who was here. Thank you to Dania for putting $5 on your girls' books. Because I think that's like the third super chat I've ever gotten in my entire life. Maybe fourth. But I haven't gotten a lot of super chats, so I appreciate you for doing that. And I hope to see you over on the food side, because I think this is going to be really entertaining, you guys. We have some really crazy stuff to try, so it's going to be a good time. Head over there, and I will see you guys. Bye-bye.